Welcome back. In this video, I just wanted to go over latitude and longitude and how you can modify that with your emulator or on your emulator, because this is the location, I believe, in San Francisco at the Google head office or something like that. So let me see how I can get let's look at how we can actually get details about that. So here we can get into extended controls. This will open this little window here, and you see that's where we are. We're in Mountain View, San Jose. And let me change the size, and it doesn't allow me. So basically, this is the location where we are at. So you can zoom in, you can drag around. This is basically where this thing is, and it's in the Google complex. So Google B43 is just next to it. So this is where the GPS currently is set up to be. So where we are. So we can enable GPS, we can disable GPS. This is where your phone location is. So you can go over to a different spot and set that location. You can also see here at the bottom the latitude and longitude. So you can also zoom out, and let's say you want to fake being, or you want your application to be in, let's say, New York, or in my case, let's do Germany, Cologne, which is where I live. So here in Germany, we have this beautiful city, Cologne. I'm just gonna go to the dome, which is like Kölner Dom, which is like the big church that we have here, and everyone is so happy about this church and so proud about it. So I'm gonna go over here, not the museum, but the actual Kölner Dom. There we are. That's the location of the Kölner Dom, and I can set the location, and now this will be my new location on the phone. All right. So we can now check it out on the phone. Actually already updated. So you see, we set it up so that it does automatically update. If we are moving, then it will update the latitude and longitude. So now the latitude is 50.94 and the longitude is 6.95. So it's pretty precise here, even to like a multiple decimal points later, which is going to give you a very precise location of where the user is, because we used find location, right? And this is how you can basically fake your location. You can import GPX, KML kind of points where it basically goes through certain points. You can also do routes where you say, okay, I want to go through a certain route with a specific speed. And let me go to that route and start location would be this one here. Let's say save this route, and it will now save this route and it will walk that route. Now we can set up the speed at which it should play. Now it's going to play that route and it's going to walk that route. And let's see in our application, you see here, the address is being updated continuously. And that is because we set up this callback and we set it up that it would update once every second. And how do I know that it's once every second? Well, basically it is, let me see, it's inside of our location helper. So location utils, that's why we set it up to loop with 1000 milliseconds. So every 1000 milliseconds, it's going to update the location. It's going to request the location, and it's going to get the location updates, which then updates our view model that we have set up. So our location view model, which contains the location, which then in turn also updates our user interface, because that's the whole idea behind view models, right? And then that updates our view model, which then updates our user interface, the location display, which takes that view model into consideration, takes the value and basically updates this text here, which says latitude and longitude. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an idea of what that means and what those are. Basically, it's just coordinates, GPS coordinates on the world, so that you can basically take any location and get there or whatever. So you see it runs through this location, it drives through it, basically going from A to B, which is quite fast. Like playback speed 5 is quite fast, but this just allows you to really see the updates and moving around and stuff. Okay, so you can see there are other settings that you can set up here and play around with. If you want to fake certain situations or whatever, you can do that from here and test them basically. And we just saw how to test the location. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.